Let's finish this series on the abundance mindset, how to incorporate abundance thinking into your life to let go of that scarcity mindset for manifesting the life that you want, a life of purpose and passion. Finding happiness in life and having wonderful relationships through the idea of presence and power. I'm going to share a lesson from the Course in Miracles that helps us understand more about what really is presence and power when we go deep within to try to bring forward in our life what it is we really want, which ultimately is the happiness we're all trying to find. Hey everyone, James Nussbaumer, and thanks for joining me in another episode of Everyday Miracles Moment on video. And today we want to continue and end this series on developing an abundance mindset for loving relationships and finding happiness in life. By the way, keep in mind as you're listening to me that in the description area down below is an access link called Presence and Power that leads you to a wonderful free video that is very powerful on how successful people grow by using the concept of presence and power. So I hope that you'll access that. But let's move on and let me say that within presence and power, there's a term the Holy Spirit calls the holy instant for using real thought for manifesting the life that you want in this world. And I say real thought because real thought is not a fantasy. Now bear with me. It is presence and power, we may say. Bringing forth the abundance thinking, we can say, from within you, the prosperous way of thinking, understanding the light of prosperity that is within you, brings the relationships in your life together, resulting in others joining in, which we can say is like an awakening process. And another term the Course in Miracles uses as the atonement. Now let me ask you, are you confused about the term the atonement? Well, in generations past, we've been looking at it a little bit differently. But the atonement means to undo what never was. It's the process of awakening from a dream of fantasy. So you may also ask, well, how so? How is this? Well, because the thoughts of atonement, which is the process for awakening to our real home where we've never left, are ideas that extend inward by an abundance mindset that's always been with us to reach the mind of others. I know that sounds a little far-fetched, but bear with me again. But do we actually plan this out where we're reaching into the minds of others? No, we don't. Of course not. But it is because God's will wants us to reach an abundance mindset with a life of purpose and finding happiness. Read more on my blog about this, where I'd written a very detailed article that's been well received and is going viral right now. It's an article at my blog about how to help you overcome feeling frustrated and on to begin living the life of your dreams. Now, I hope that you'll access that article and absorb the content in that and absorb it for what it's worth. But the link to that article is also in the description area down below. Now, let me move on to say the means to the whole process of letting go of a scarcity mindset belongs to God, our source of presence and power. It belongs to Him, and it is not of our doing individually as humans, but we are at one with it from behind the dream state of humanity. Wow, is that a little deep or what? Well, I hope that you'll find out more about that in my books. And by the way, the link that I've given to you for that blog article, you'll know how to find my book series there at my website. But once you accept a life of purpose for yourself, which is your true free will, and with your abundance thinking, you will just have a wonderful life. And I mean that God will, with certainty, provide the means necessary for you through your abundance mindset. Now, that sounds a little hard to believe, but think about this. The means will always be provided for you, for anyone who shares in His will, which is also your passion and your purpose in this world. God's will gives us happy dreams of love that come true because they have always been true. We've had an abundance mindset, though, being blocked by guilt. The Course in Miracles goes on to teach us that the message of presence and power, or what the Course in Miracles terms the holy instant, is that of naturalness. It's the natural thought of creation within you rather than something being forced into place. Think about it. How many times do we try to force things to happen and we struggle and struggle and it seems like we never reach the result? Again, the message of presence and power is that of naturalness rather than something being forced into place. So, with that being said, let me just say, of course, the alignment of abundance thinking and the means to a life of purpose is a divine undertaking that we find difficult to understand as human beings, much as we are not able to dissect naturalness. But we do know what it is, don't we? And what is it? It's the truth. I hope you enjoyed this thought-provoking video, and if you have and you would like to see more of me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would just love to have you as a subscriber. And as always, please be thinking a lot about your own life and the truth of light within you. Or we can turn it around and say the light of truth within you. That is your abundance and prosperity, just sitting there waiting for you. It was given to you in the creation. Now all you have to do is learn how to reflect it to your material world and live the life you want. It's called manifesting your dreams. I hope this made sense to you, and I hope it hit home, and I just hope that it may have helped any problem that you're up against right now in trying to get the life that you want. Until next time, as always, God bless.